Okay, I'm out at Timber Ridge Condos in Woodinville, and we're bidding this to CWD Group. The last time we were out here, which was last year, I put together a job 23905. I came out and looked at asphalt, concrete, sidewalk, and curbing. Well, I'm going to create a new job number. So this new job number is going to have all the new stuff that I walked with the customer, plus these repairs that I did on this 23905. So hopefully I'm able to point out all the different locations. I'll probably, I was going to probably take the video that shows these different curb repairs and throw them in on this particular job number, this new one. So that way you could see the different curb repairs that were added. I'm going to have one aerial map, though. It's going to have all of this in there. It's going to have the new repairs plus these repairs. So there's three portions to this job. There's an upper section up here. I should say three sections to the job. There's this section that's right here. And then there's this section right here. They all have this has two entrances. One here, and it goes in a U shape. This one has an entrance right here. It comes all the way around to there. Third entrance into the third area section goes all the way up the hill to the top. So I'm going to start up at the top and work my way down. Starting from the top, I'm going to show all of these repairs. These are all 3-inch depth asphalt R&R. There's going to be some grinding involved, so we're going to need to have a grinder rental for some of these larger areas, like the 41 by 20 and the 76 by 16, 20 by 10, the 66 by 18, 157 by 25. So we need a grinder for this, but I'm going to take you from the top, and then I'm going to stop at the bottom. These are all the repairs. Okay, you're going to notice as I'm counting these off where it says 96 by 16, that's an asphalt repair. This right here where it says 90 feet, 16 feet, and 8 feet, those are curb repairs. Okay, those are 6 by 10 extruded curb repairs. Then you see an area right here where it says 30 feet SB. That's a 30-foot speed bump that will make 30 feet long, 3 feet wide, 3 inches tall. I'm trying to make that the standard for all my speed bumps. Okay, so then it goes back to asphalt repairs, as you can see. Then there's an asphalt berm where we just need to do a little asphalt berm to channel the water to the catch basin. So you've got a 20-foot in one area and another 20-foot in another area. I'll show you where those are at. Okay, then there's more asphalt repairs. Then it says 13 feet. That's curb repair. There's a catch basin that we'll have to lower by 2 inches. So that means we're going to have to chip out at least a couple inches of the top of the catch basin, because the top isn't little 2-inch risers or 1-inch risers. It's solid concrete, so we have to chip it down, get it down a couple inches. Then there's another 10-foot asphalt berm to channel the water into the catch basin. Then it goes back to more asphalt repairs until you get to the very bottom of this hill. The other thing I'll show is the repairs from the other video. So that video I will have included in the notes, and I will make those. I'll try to number them correctly as we go. All right. Okay, so these repairs that are right here, these were off the old job number. So you'll see down at the bottom, the first repair was that 24 by 4. And then you've got this repair. This is a 5 by 4. This is an 8 by 8. Then you got this repair right here, which is number 1, 2, 3, 4, the fourth repair. So these numbers right here, these dimensions are from the previous job that I bid and the video I provided. Okay, so the 97 by 16. It's right up here at the top. You've got the seam that goes right here. We could do a full depth grind and overlay on this. We'll assume 3 inches. There's going to be some tree root damage all throughout on that upper portion. It starts to sink over on this side, so we'll have to do full depth. We'll probably need at least a couple yards of rock on this bid to do stuff like this, like fill in where it has sunk down. So this is the 97 by 16. And then you've got 90 feet of curb going from that location right there all the way up to the top by the roadway. They'll have access to this to unlock it when this work needs to be done. This is 2021 to do this project. All right. So I showed you the 90-foot section of curb. By the way, the yellow, we don't have to do the safety yellow. We can do the traffic yellow like you see right there. So we got a piece of curb up there that goes from right where it says no parking at that joint. Take it all the way down to there. That's 16 feet. And then you've got 8 feet right down here at the bottom. 8 feet. I'm not going to show you the other repairs from the other video. I'm just going to attach that video to Workman's, so that way we can see all of that. And then if we get this job and I do a final docket video, I'll put it all together as one. Okay, now we're going to look at some larger repairs. We're going to look at 157 by 25, a 19 by 9, and a 30-foot speed bump. So on this upper level, that's the very top up there. You come down the hill, and right about there at stall 277, stall 277, we're gonna go right at that seam. How you doing? Take asphalt, remove and replace from that seam all the way down through here, and then where that Honda Odyssey is, there's a catch basin, and just past that catch basin, we'll go out to about that joint on the curbing that you see right there. There's some rough asphalt that's right here. Take that straight across, and that's this whole drive aisle going up. So we'll cut right here at, I think what I said is we would cut right about here on the existing seam, go all the way up, but down here we'll go up to the stall there, kind of tie in with that seam line and go all the way down to the curb there. So we're taking out all the asphalt around that catch basin. There's a piece of iron in the middle of the road there. You've got the speed bump that we'll have to remove. This is the 30-foot speed bump that we'll put back in. We'll want to make sure that we provide a space in between for water to get through. Water will basically channelize down to this area here. So as water's coming down the hill, I take that back. They want to have a solid speed bump through here because of the fact that they want water to hit and go to the catch basin. Okay, so that speed bump goes there. You can see we've got some failure here around there. It's starting to sink. We might have to add a little bit of rock there. Then I have a 19 by 9 right here in this section. Supposedly right in this area down here in stall 200, there's a pipe in one of these areas here that is exposed. It's like a irrigation pipe, and when they turn on the irrigation, it collects water here, and they're thinking that's why it's causing this wet spot here and the sinking down there. But right in this area here, we'll want to pay attention to that and see if we can't find that pipe so it can be capped off. Okay, so that's that here. As I'm showing you this stuff, keep in mind that we're also putting together a crack fill, seal coat, and stripe bid for this project. You can see it has 8-inch reserves and 12-inch stall numbers. Okay, now we're in the second section that I showed you on the aerial map. And what we're looking at now is a 66 by 18, 46 by 9, 15 by 14, a 31 by 4, and a 158 by 7. Okay, so at stall 149, right at the speed bump, we need to saw cut and remove, or grind out, I should say, all of these stalls here from stall 149 to 156. And the dimension on it is 66 by 18. That takes you to this curb here. So we go all the way up to the curb and all the way down to here and follow this line all the way down. Then you've got this old rectangular piece of asphalt here. You can see the seam lines right here in this spot right there. That is your 46 by 9 that needs to be taken out. And then we'll continue this patch. I'm breaking this down per all the little measurements I took. So then you've got I included this area. I went all the way to here on that last measurement on the 46 by 9. I went to the to this seam that you see right there. 46 by 9, and then this right here at the entrance, so 15 by 14. And then over here we've got this that needs to get taken out and go all the way down to the curb down there, all the way down. They want to take out this old asphalt from this seam line over. You got the flow line that goes right here, and we need to go just past that flow line, saw cut and remove all of this down the side here. That long stretch there is 158 by 7. Then you have this little piece right here, which is old asphalt. We'll take that out too. That's a 31 by 4. Okay. It just has alligator cracking and multiple cracks going through this, and they figured it might be a good opportunity to just get it all done now and rip this all out. You can see the seam line here. This drive aisle was done at one time, but we'll go all the way down to the curb where it meets the yellow. Take that out, remove, and replace all of that there. Okay, and just down here, we've got the first asphalt berm. So you've got stall 141 right here. You've got this light pole when you come around the corner. Stall 120, 121. Right at this curb here, we'll want to start that asphalt berm right up there and take it to an angle down to this catch basin. We want to make sure the water flows there from up in this area. Supposedly it's bypassing that. Then down here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, about 8 stalls down, you can see a trench line here. There's a catch basin down there just before the trash enclosure. They want to have another asphalt berm at an angle from the catch basin and up to stall 113. Actually, you know what? I wrote that in there, but they don't need that one. They don't need that berm right there. They say the water flow goes down there pretty good, so we don't need to do this one. Sorry. There is, however, a pothole. Oh, there it is. Stall 115. There's a little pothole in the middle. That's a little 2x2. Okay, so don't worry about that second asphalt berm, that 20-footer. We're not doing that. But now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you. I already showed you the 2x2 little pothole. I'm going to show you the 20 by 41, the 75 by 16, the 11 by 4, and the 18 by 3, and let's see here, the 20 by 10, and then the 13 feet of curb. Also, I'm going to show you lower the catch basin by 2 inches. Okay, so now I'm down by the pool area in the cabana. Come back up here. I showed you that 2x2 up there by that silver Chevy. If you come down the hill, this whole stall area from 109 all the way down to stall 97, we need to grind and overlay all those stalls. And you can see that there's a seam line up above the stall numbering that kind of comes down. And then it gets to here, then it jogs down, and it goes through 102, the number, comes down here, then it drops down a little bit more and goes all the way down. We need to remove, replace all of that. So grind and overlay, I should say full depth grind and overlay of 3 inches through all those stalls. This is your, these are your areas for the 40 by 21, 41 by 20, This is the 41 by 20 in this area. Then it gets a little narrower, and goes 75 by 16 all the way up. Okay. Down here, stall 97, there's some old asphalt that's right here, and we're going to remove that section right there, put new in. That is 11 feet by 4 feet. And then this, we're just going to continue this, and we're going to cut this out and tie in down to here. And we're going to take all this asphalt out down to this seam here, stall 94, go all the way up to where that seam is there, come all the way back over, take all this out, and we're also going to lower that 2 inches. So the dimensions that are right here are 18 by 3, which is this section right here, 18 by 3. Then it goes 20 by 10, which is this area right here, 20 by 10, this whole section here. It goes underneath this carport. The carports at the beam is about 8 feet. Okay, so right about 8 feet there. And then this curbing right here is 13 feet of curbing. We'll have to remove it and replace it because this curbing is going to sink down because we're lowering this catch basin. The reason why we're lowering this catch basin is because the water is not getting down here quick enough. So when we go to do this asphalt, redo it, they want this asphalt to be sloping downward by this point right here. They want it to slope down and get down into this catch basin so there's no puddling right here. It almost looks like if we just readjusted this catch basin, that all of this water should be able to go down here without lowering that. Not sure why we really need to lower it. I just think it needs to be adjusted. And this asphalt just needs to be redone so it creates a valley here. So if we can create this valley and not lower that catch basin, then let's do that. Otherwise, if we need to, this is why I want to put it in the bid to lower this catch basin down 2 inches from the top. You can see there's a little bit of repair to do there as well. Okay. One area that I don't think is marked on either bid, but I just remembered it when we walked this the other day, is right at stall 87, across from the cabana. Right here at 87, you've got this asphalt repair that needs to be done right here. It was done once before, but it needs to be cut again. This right here, we're going to make this a 5 by 3. We'll saw cut it just a little bit wider than what it was before. And we'll take that out, remove it, replace it. I'm going to take you down to the lower section now. Okay, I'm at the lower level now. As you can see, there's the 2 entrances that come in and go out over there. Okay. One of the repairs from my previous bid that I did last year was right here. This was that 14-footer. Right here behind stall 40, looks like 40. What stall number is that? Oh, it's stall 45. Okay. So behind 45 and 44 is one repair back there. Then over on this side, we've got a repair. As I'm walking down here, I need to show you this catch basin right here. This is where they want the little 10-foot asphalt berm coming from this part right here, right about here, and going over to there. So that way the water is not bypassing the catch basin and going right into it. Okay, so that's the 10-footer asphalt berm that I had on that list. Over here, this is from the previous bid behind stall 19. I think this was the, is that the 5x4? I don't remember the exact measurement on it. That needs to be taken out. Okay. Tree root damage in those. Where that white SUV is across. Stall 67. The previous bid, I Did a little bit of asphalt repair back here, a little bit of curb repair. You can see it lifted right here. So we would fix this section of curbing, then fix this asphalt. That's in front of 68 and 67. And then over here, this was the first repair off that old bid. I think I did like a 24 footer or something. But I'm gonna change this up, okay? I think I had 24 feet by 4, but we're gonna take all this out. It's actually 28 feet. So 28 feet by 4, we're gonna take that out, remove and replace. And then right here, we'll remove this asphalt. So we'll go all the way out to here and down to the number there where the seam is. We'll fix this asphalt right here. Okay, so this is an 8 by 18 right here. 8 by 18, install number 8. All right, there's that 6. Sorry, install number 6. Install number 7. We will take out, pretty much this whole stall too. Okay, I'm gonna go 18 by 8 here, 18 by 8. All right, we'll take that out, and because we're doing that, let's fix this curb here too. We'll just take this out, remove it. Okay, so you've got 8 plus another 8, so we've got a 16-foot section of curb right here to fix here at stall number 7. Over here at stall number 6, since we're gonna be working around this, let's just bust the curb out back here, take out another 8 feet of curb. That way when we go to do that seam, we don't have to work around this curb. Let's just bust that out, take it out to here, take this asphalt out, get all this replaced. We actually could probably go off the same seam line. Yeah, let's go off that same seam line and make it 8 feet. That's what I ended up doing. Going straight out, 18 by 8 in this. Pop out that curbing so that way it's not in the way. Okay, like I said earlier, crack fill seal coat stripe in all 3 phases. I'm gonna say each phase will be a day of seal coating because we got a seal coat behind the curbs. A lot of stuff to work around, but we should be able to get this done pretty quick. Might even be able to jump up and do part of phase 2. I think phase 3 will end up taking all day to get all the way up and down that. Power washing, let's put in 2 days of power washing. So we'll power wash 1.5 phases on one day, and then we'll power wash 1.5 phases on the second day. All the quantities for seal coat striping, it'll all be in there for visitors, reserved, stall numbers, the yellow curb, crosshatch, yellow speed bumps. All of that will be in there. ADAs as well. Okay. Any other questions, let me know. This is 2021 bid, and I'm competing against Jorgensen.